Hey guys, how's someone? I'm back at it once again for a brand new video for you, and welcome to episode 5 of our MotoGP 13 Career Mode Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's episode. With all the breaking news that came out like almost literally after I finished episode 4, I thought let's do a bonus episode and have episode 5 come out today so I can talk about it. We are here at Le Mans. I'm rocking a new look in terms of helmet and, you know, sponsor colours and whatnot. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Also, there's a quick change. I'm going to up my physics level to Pro, I think. I think it was Sammy46 who suggested I did this. Because I'm a precision rider, apparently going on Pro will make me faster. I'll take his word for it. So, without further ado, let's start round 4 of the World Championship as we go to Le Mans. Don't worry, I'll talk about what I want to talk about during the race and all that, but, yeah. God, I love that weedy from the Pramac boys there. That's Ben Spees there. But yeah, welcome to round 4, and it's the Monster Energy Grand Prix of France at the Le Mans Bugatti circuit. It's not the full-length Le Mans circuit for any new fans that are watching. As much as, I mean, how cool would it be to see MotoGP bikes do the full Le Mans circuit? Like, make it maybe a 10-lap race, something like that. That'd be really cool, actually. Probably be too bumpy to make it work at that kind of speed, because I know how bumpy the Mulsanne Straight is from my experience in other racing games and all that. But it's the slightly shorter in-house Bugatti circuit. Well, slightly short. It's about a third of the distance, but whatever. It's the Grand Prix of France. And here is the Le Mans Bugatti circuit. It's not the full length, but it does incorporate some elements of the full circuit. Mainly the first sector, more unlikely. But as you can see, it is 4.1 kilometers long with 9 right-handers from the clockwise circuit and 5 on the left. This track also has a habit of throwing up some really unpredictable weather conditions. Quite often than not, it rains down here, or there's wet tracks down here. It happens quite frequently over here, so watch out for changeable conditions. Main places to pass: the double right-hander after the Dunlop tyre bridge is one to look out for, the first chicane, as well as this double right-hander here. After the back straight as well, under the bridge, the left-right is definitely one for the brave, but you can definitely pass around here. As well as the last 2 corners, I'm pretty sure on this double right-hander that Valentino Rossi and Sete Gibernau from a few years ago had an epic scrap which went all the way down to the final corner. But yeah, here is the Le Mans, the Bugatti circuit. Definitely one of the faster ones on the calendar as well, in terms of high cornering speed. Features quite a few tight and insidious corners. The most famous is the La Chapelle corner, an uphill climb with a blind apex followed by a fast downhill shaped S-bend. The main straight is just over 2/3 of a kilometre long, and this track's been around since 1966. We'll be celebrating its 50th anniversary in a couple of years' time. And as you can see, what did I tell you about changeable conditions? It's raining, everybody.
Preparations for the Moto3 race are complete, and the riders are going to take to the grid any moment now for the start of the French Grand Prix.
Yeah, a wet track. Okay, it's not just a wet track, it's just full-on wet raining. That's going to make it interesting. Rain plus pro physics. This is going to go well, isn't it? Gotta bring down the gearing a little bit as well for the race. But yeah, the main thing with Pro is that the physics do tend to be the most like real life. Not to mention as well, they don't split, they don't have the same brakes on the same button. I can't remember what both brake buttons are, but I'm sure I managed to make it work around here anyway. So 3 laps of a very wet Le Mans. This is going to be interesting. Also, kind of got a bad feeling that passing around is going to be a nightmare. Like, one wrong move and I'm going to be off the bike. I'm going to have to end up using some rewinds here. We'll see how we go. Already up 7 places. Whoa, there's Tanuki gone. My bad. And there's me gone. Yeah, it's like under braking's where you're going to have the most issues here. Up to 19th place. Like, once the grip's down, I can get the power down, it's fine, but under braking is where I'm just most nervous and kind of twitchy. If you want to see a real example about pro physics and you know, the different types of physics in the game, I definitely recommend going to Team VVV's channel. Alan Boyston over there does a terrific job, one of the best motorsport video makers out there, one of the best racing game video makers out there, and he did 3 separate videos talking about the physics in the game as well. As like, that's the back out a little bit there. Up to 13th place. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about during this episode is literally about 30 minutes after I stopped editing and started rendering episode 4 of this series. It turned out that Cal Crutchlow made the announcement that he's switching from the Monster Yamaha Tech 3 team to the factory Ducati team for the 2014 season, which was huge. I said it himself that Cal Crutchlow will probably be the #1, you know, potential guy to change seats if it were to happen this year, and it looks like I was exactly right. I just didn't think he'd be going to the Ducati team, because I heard rumours that last year Ducati were trying to bring in Cal, and I remember they were talking about it on BBC Sport in the coverage of one of their races, and Steve Parrish, like, on this whoa, on this kind of like weird dinner date kind of like segment he did with Cal Crutchlow, was kind of weird and almost homoerotic, but yeah, he's in that. He said that Steve Parrish himself thought that Ducati and Cal wouldn't have been a very good mix, and I agreed with him. Whoops, there goes Vasquez. I'm so naughty. Yeah, but in the meantime, it's like, I'm not sure I'm totally keen on this move. It's not, the problem I have is not with Cal. Cal is a top 5 rider in the world now. He is excellent rider. You know, he's even better when he's not dinged up with injuries. As proven, he's had 2 second places this year as it is. The problem is that Ducati as a team, I think, have got issues. Oh god, as I drop off there. I turned in a little bit too quickly. Bike just jerked me off. But that sounds kind of wrong. Right. Now what I was saying is that, whoa, around the outside. Get the power down. Excellent. But yeah, I mean, my issue's not with Cal. My issue's with the team. The Ducati team have not been very good. And ever since Casey Stoner, you know, left, the team's bike has not been very good, and they've tried to bring in a whole heap of guys to try and make it better, and none of them have worked. They've brought in guys like Loris Capirossi, Valentino Rossi, Nicky Hayden, Andrea Dovizioso. None of them have been able to match, you know, the quality that Casey Stoner. Oh god. Last rewind being used here. But yeah, none of them have been able to match the quality that that Casey Stoner brought to that team when he won one of his 2 world titles. Curry Rid in there, got to get past him. And it's kind of a shame that it had to come to that as well. Bit wide on that corner, but it's just, you know, I don't think, like, I think Cal's going backwards in terms of bike performance. I really do. I think Tech 3 have got a better unit than Ducati do right now. It's obvious. I mean, Ducati around the Sachsenring, right? Oh god, taken out. I think that may have been my just desserts more than anything else. That was not very good, and I'm pretty sure Alex Rins is probably going to get a good result and take points out of me. Down to 13th. That's not good. Okay, maybe Pro Physics maybe not be such a good idea in hindsight on a wet track. Look at that pass, though. Up to 10th. Double pass down the inside of the chicane. That's nice. Can you tell I'm pushing? But the thing is like, under Sachsenring, right? Andrea Dovizioso with the Ducati team was in a deadlock with Alex Espargaro on the CRT. Now, I don't know if that's just, you know... Wow, wow, nice pass on the last corner to get 9th. That's nice. But I don't know if it's an insult to Espargaro because he's taken that Aspar CRT to places where it really shouldn't be. As in, you know, he's that good a rider and whatnot. Or whether Ducati are just that bad. I mean, I watched Laguna Seca, and Hayden and Dovi finished 33 seconds behind the winner, Marc Marquez. That's a second a lap down. 9th. That's not a great result, to be honest, but, you know. I look at that, Vinales and me are now tied at the top of the championship with Rins just 3 points behind. That's crazy. Pardon me. Sorry about that. But, it's definitely a situation where I feel like Cal's gone a bit backwards, and I worry for Cal because no one's been able to get decent, consistent results in that Ducati team since Casey Stoner left. And I don't see anything from Cal Crutchlow to suggest that he's going to be the guy to break that mold. He's not Valentino Rossi. And hell, Valentino Rossi even tried and he failed too. You see my point? It's just one of those unfortunate things. But yeah, you know. I'll talk about the replacement in just a second as we head to round 5, which is going to be Mugello, one of my favourite places on the calendar. We get the coach ride over, crossing France into northern Italy. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think of the Crutchlow switch. A lot of guys gave me comments in the description about it before, and a lot of you seem to agree that so a lot of you guys seem to agree that the Crutchlow move wasn't necessarily a good idea, and I'm in agreement with you guys. I really do think that yeah, I'm just turning it back to standard physics. It's just one of those things where, yeah, it's one of those things where I just feel like he's gone backwards a little bit, and I worry for him because he's the best British rider we've had in this sport for a long time, and I don't want to see him go backwards when he's been this close to winning. I think Cal should have been patient. I mean, he's got a top level seat already. You know, wait it out and see if something becomes available. If Yamaha or Honda choose to run 3 bikes now, and you know, they bring up someone like Stefan Bradl or Alvaro Bautista or maybe Alex Espargaro, Cal's going to look real stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's potential in this move because Ducati are now, I'm pretty sure, are owned by Audi, and are thinking about bringing in new management and whatnot. But even so, it's like, I think Cal was a little bit impatient. It may have been a money thing, who knows. The idea of factory support is always, you know, a plus, I suppose. But at the same time, you've got to think about where the team is at performance-wise. You know, Cal must be really adamant that what he's doing is going to, you know, maybe in the long run make him better. But you know, the sport constantly changes. There's always somebody else new coming in that could potentially change the game. I mean, look at Marc Marquez right now. I mean, that's all the proof you need. As for Mugello, I'm pretty sure I did a track guide for it when I was a wild card at Mugello, so I'm not going to talk about it as much on this one. If you want to see it, I think it's episode 2. If you want to see the track guide I did for Mugello, but general rule of thumb, very smooth track, a lot of high-speed corners, a lot of smooth corners, and a lot of places where if you're late on the braking, you've got to be late on the braking to pass people around here. And if you can, you'll definitely be able to make some places. Turn 1, obviously the best place with the massive front straight. You'll be hitting 210, 215 miles an hour down there for sure if you're in the top class. Yeah, the front straight is 1.1 kilometers long. It's one of the longest on the calendar. Again, I would love to see Formula 1 come around here one day. Have 2 Italian races, you know, have Mugello as well as Monza. It's a damn sight better than Valencia. And I mean, like I said on episode 2, Mark Webber said himself, I'd rather do 10 laps of here than 1,000 laps. I'd rather do 1,000 laps of this than 10 laps of Abu Dhabi. You know, screw Tilk and his circuit designs.
Hello, we're joining you from the
Which is also kind of interesting considering the changed around calendar for next year. We're talking about that in the online racer maybe tomorrow or on Sunday.
The weather is fine and the temperature is perfect.
Track temperature 57 degrees. My God. Our tyres are going to wear out very quickly around here. That's going to be one to look out for. Now, because Mugello is a high-speed track, I'm going to undo my gearing again. Okay, so let's do it. Hopefully we'll get a better result than what we got at Le Mans, where the Pro Physics plus the rain just didn't. It wasn't a very good combo, let's be honest. But in the meantime, Tech 3 this morning announced their replacement for the Tech 3 seat that Crutchlow will be walking away from. And they are bringing in Pol Espargaro from Moto 2. That's going to be awesome. I'm a big fan of Pol Espargaro. He's currently, if those guys who don't know already, he's in Moto 2. He's challenging for the title in Moto 2 again. He was kind of unlucky last year not to have won it, but he had the dominant Marc Marquez right there, who was just, you know, such a phenom of a talent. But this year he's got a real chance. I think he's 23 points behind Scott Redding in the Moto 2 Championship. They're both competing for that title at the moment. Very competitive and close right now. So I'll come around the outside of these two fellas. And you. Can you tell I really like Mugello? It's my favourite track in the game. Yeah, I mean, Pol Espargaro is a really talented rider. And can anybody help me out on this one? Has there ever been a pair of brothers in MotoGP? I know a fan of mine, Len, if you're watching. Hi, Len. Great fan of the show. He mentioned that has there ever been a brother pairing before? And I didn't know him personally. I've only been watching since about 2000 or so. And I can't remember there being a pair of brothers in this sport before then, so maybe I'm crazy, but around the outside of Ajo here. Ooh, little nudge. But this is where I make most of my time here. This chicane here, I can take it faster than anyone else. Watch this one. A little cut there, but look at the speed I get off it. Come here, Cesis. Get the power out a little early. Lovely stuff. But, oof. It kind of makes it interesting now where Scott Redding's going to end up now, because I thought Redding was going to get a Ducati seat alongside Dovi. I thought that seat was probably made for him. But now they've got Crutchlow, which is obviously a slightly better draw. Whoa, big accident there. Which is obviously you know, a slightly better draw and whatnot. Where does that leave Redding? Because Redding said on BT Sport, which in this country launched last night, said that he will be riding in MotoGP next year. It's already been confirmed. He's got like multiple offers on the table. It's just a matter of where. And I know Rapid Scorpion, friend of the show again, who is you know, regular on Around the Corner, which I'm bringing back next week. He said maybe Alex Espargaro CRT. I'm not that's viable, definitely viable, considering that I'm not sure why they hang on to Randy Depunier. I think Espargaro's clearly a cut above, and Randy I don't think is very good anymore, to be honest. I think Randy Depunier's had his time. Maybe another team will give him a chance as a number 2 rider, but I think Scott Redding will be a very attractive pull, and that is, you know, Aspar are clearly the best CRT team by a country mile. In terms of bike performance, you know, they're able to get in the mix with factory teams and satellite teams quite often, quite frequently. Gonna go up this field now, but yeah, But Pol Espargaro is a really nice move for Tech 3. Hopefully, he can translate his Moto 2 form to the top class. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be able to. Oh, Marquez is gone. My bad. So those are the big three, and you know, again, there's still the whole element of question marks. If, and it's a big if, Dani Pedrosa is let go from, you know, from the Repsol Honda team, and if they bring in any replacements, or if they run more than 2 bikes. So now, anyway, so besides that, now I'm going to try and chase down these leading 3 here at Mugello. Got some clear air, so I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to. They are a bit far away, though. But I'm trying real hard here now. For those who don't know, I do play on the hard AI difficulty. This isn't your mama's MotoGP 13, that's for darn sure. But these guys are actually quite good at this difficulty. Depends on the track, really. But these guys are good, man. I can't break them down. Like, I don't know why I was so good at Qatar early on, and the Circuit of the Americas, but on Mugello I can't chase them down. It's weird. But I'm really putting the hammer down here, trying. Keeping that corner a little bit too hot. Whoa, bit of grass. Wheelie in there. You can see I'm really pushing hard. These guys are a little bit too far back, maybe. I've got one last chance, and that depends on the run out of this chicane I get. This is my secret weapon. But look, I'm 2 seconds off Vinales. It's just not going to happen, is it? Ah, come on, Harrison. I'm not going to get enough on the draft either. Looks like it's going to be 4th place around Mugello. Wish I could have done a little bit better on this one. But, yeah. 4th place it is. Those front 3, Rins, Salom, Vinales, just broke out there and I just couldn't keep up. Maybe spend, I guess having the whole 29 bikes on the paddock thing makes it a little bit harder to start from the back. I may have to start qualifying and whatnot, and maybe start doing that off camera. Or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to work something out. I'll do some testing. But yeah, finished up 9 tenths behind Vinales. If I had one more lap, I may have been able to get there. But hope you guys are okay with 4th. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As you can see now, Alex Rins leads the championship by 9 points over me. Sorry, Vinales I'm 6 behind Vinales, and Salom's only 17 behind. So it's going to be a 4-way fight for the title between us 4. As you can see, I'm clearly trying hard here, but it's that last lap of Mugello, I was pushing really hard. It just couldn't quite get there. It's kind of a shame, and you know, it's not been my best episode in terms of performance, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, as usual, thanks very much for watching, and thank you all for embracing MotoGP so much. I know some of you guys are still new to this, but when I hear people saying, oh, I watched the race because of you, it's like, oh, that's awesome. You know, I'm actually encouraging viewers to get out there and watch the sport for real, and you can see for yourself how great it can be. But in the meantime, I've been Harris101. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Sayonara.